In early medieval England, survival begins with one unavoidable truth. You do not choose who you are. Your place is fixed long before birth. Nearly everyone is a peasant, and most peasants are serfs, legally bound to the land they work. Not enslaved in name, but, well, trapped in practice. You cannot leave. You cannot sell your labour elsewhere. You cannot start over. If your father was bound to this land, so are you. If you have children, they inherit the same fate. This is not temporary hardship. This is a lifetime sentence enforced by custom, law, and force. Your days are ruled by labour, not clocks. Work begins at first light and follows the agricultural year without mercy. Ploughing, sowing, weeding, harvesting, threshing. The tools are crude. The work is relentless. Weather is, honestly, irrelevant. Rain soaks you. Cold cracks your skin. Heat drains what little strength you have left. Even winter offers no rest. Fences must be repaired, animals tended, firewood hauled. Archaeology tells us what this does to the human body. Skeletons from this period show crushed spines, worn joints, healed fractures that never set correctly. People in their 30s often move like the elderly. Childhood is short. Labour starts early. It never truly stops. Food is the thin line between survival and collapse. Most meals are coarse bread made from barley or rye, sometimes mixed with whatever grain was cheapest or least spoiled. Alongside it is thin porridge, and whatever vegetables your small plot can produce. Peas, beans, onions, cabbage, if you're lucky. Meat is rare, not because animals don't exist, but because hunting is forbidden. Forests belong to the elite. Killing game without permission is a serious crime. Even gathering fallen wood can bring punishment. Hunger isn't constant starvation, but it's always present. One failed harvest can trigger famine. Two can erase entire villages. Water, the most basic necessity, is another daily risk. Streams and rivers are used for everything. Drinking, washing, dumping waste. Wells are shallow and easily contaminated. No one understands bacteria. When sickness comes, it feels random and unstoppable. Dysentery, fevers and waterborne illnesses tear through households. Children die quickly. Adults last longer, sometimes long enough to infect everyone else. There are no cures, only prayer, rest, and hope. Home offers little relief. Houses are, well, single-room structures shared with animals, especially in the winter. Their body heat, believe it or not, keeps families alive. But their waste fills the air. Smoke from indoor fires damages lungs, you see. Fleas, lice and rats thrive in these conditions. Disease spreads easily in such cramped spaces. Fire is a constant threat. Entire villages can burn in just a few hours. Shelter protects you from wind and rain, but not from illness. Death is, unfortunately, common and rarely dramatic. Roughly a third of children die before the age of 5. Those who survive childhood have better odds, but, well, danger never really fades. A simple cut can become fatal. An infection can end a life in just a few days. Poison hides where no one expects it. In wet years, a fungus grows on rye. When baked into bread, it causes seizures, hallucinations, burning pain, and even gangrene. Entire communities can be affected at once. People believe it's divine punishment. No one suspects the food they depend on is actually killing them. The wealthy face their own invisible threat. Lead is used everywhere, in cookware, storage vessels, even water systems. Over time, it poisons them slowly. Headaches, confusion, mood changes, memory loss. No one connects cause and effect. Status itself becomes, quite ironically, lethal. Religion explains everything. Suffering has meaning. Hunger is a test. Illness is God's will. This belief comforts people, but it also keeps them obedient. Questioning the system isn't just dangerous, it's sinful. Law and faith merge into a single force. Justice is public and brutal. Punishments are meant to be seen. Branding, mutilation, stocks. Trial by ordeal decides guilt through pain or death. If you survive, God judged you innocent. If you don't, justice is considered done. War is always close. When your Lord calls, you go. Not as a trained soldier, but as a farmer with a spear. Your fields are left untended. Your family struggles in your absence. Even survival brings loss. Raiders can appear without warning, burn villages, steal food, and carry people away. Sometimes a single raid is enough to erase a community forever. For women, survival is even narrower. Obedience is enforced by religion, law, and custom. Marriage is an economic arrangement, not a choice. Childbirth is the greatest risk of all. There are no doctors, no antiseptics, no understanding of infection. Some women survive multiple births. Others die the first time. Many children never live long enough to remember their mother's face. And yet this world does not collapse. It endures because people adapt. Expectations shrink. Living past 40 is a victory. A child reaching adulthood feels miraculous. Hope isn't progress, it's survival. A harvest that doesn't fail, a winter that doesn't kill, a family that makes it through another year. That is what it took to survive England's dark ages. Not heroism, not romance, endurance. If you value history told without polish or nostalgia, subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who thinks the past was simpler. Leave a comment. Could you have survived this world? Because the next place we rebuild may be even harsher.